Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. In the last episode, we got to the bottom of this conspiracy. We saved our lover. Elaine is dead. Sad times for Elaine. Now then, all we have to do is report back to Meredith. However, obviously we're going to loot the place. Obviously, Amelia could never leave all this loot behind. And then Grace. Hood of the Champion. There we go. The set is finally complete. And isn't it majestic? I know it's just like a hood, but I do like this ensemble. There we go. Amelia is every inch the champion now. She properly looks the part. Okay, and... yoink! Is that it? It appears to be so. Let's head back to Meredith. And then Amelia, presumably Anders, managed to get back to the estate on his own. Amelia, she is running back to the estate. She is gonna, just spend so much time just, paying attention to him and making sure that he's okay. Like, she's gonna get Bodan to cook his favorite meal. She's gonna not argue with him about Meredith for at least 2 weeks. Like, she's making that promise to herself. For at least 2 weeks, I promise not to argue with Anders about his stupid opinions. And she's just gonna love him. For want of a better word, she's just gonna love him as hard as she can to try and make herself forget that this awful, awful situation ever occurred. Now then, very quickly, I actually want to check in with Cullen just to see if he says what happened to everyone.
Is there more you need, champion?
Yeah, what happened to Thrask's men?
What is the Knight Commander doing about the conspirators?
Did you not see them as you came in? The Knight Commander will ensure no one follows their example.
So their heads have been placed on spikes. Excellent. Excellent.
I just wanted to see how an old friend is doing in this difficult time.
After what happened in Ferelden, I told myself I would never again question the purpose of the Order. But it grows harder each day to tell whether I'm serving the Templars or only the Knight Commander. It may be that they are no longer one and the same.
Colin, that opinion is foolish. Don't speak like that. Of course they're one and the same. Hey, Samson!
Look at this. My own sun shield and all the lyrium I can quaff. You've done me a good one.
No worries, buddy. No worries. Oh, he's back, in his rightful place or whatever. Yeah. At one stage, Amelia would have felt immensely bad for those Templars. However, don't go after Anders. Don't touch him. And Amelia won't be baying for your blood. Like, it's a very simple thing. Now then, hello.
I'm not sure if you're aware, but a lot of people in this city don't like you.
And? What is Orsino's plan? He is part of this conspiracy, is he not?
Oh. Orsino is blameless. I'll let you two work it out. You're paranoid. We're not going to call her paranoid. That would be rude. Ooh. To be fair, we didn't find any evidence that Orsino was involved. This seemed to be Thrask, which is incredibly concerning. We could go for the humor, however, Amelia would answer her. I wish there was a middle option of I don't know. I didn't find any evidence, but that's not to say he wasn't involved, because that would be Amelia's thinking. She would be thinking, well, I didn't find anything, but he could have had his hand in it. Like, I don't trust the guy. But that isn't an option. And Amelia would answer her question, which does just leave me with Orsino is blameless.
The first enchanter had no role in this.
Cullen would agree with you, it seems. He claims a Templar turned on me and the mages only followed. I do not believe it. If you did not find proof, it means only that Orsino hid his tracks well. Who else was involved?
Yeah, I'll name names. Amelia, as she told Karen, I'm gonna get you in trouble. You fucked up. You fucked with the wrong person. Like, Amelia will absolutely tell Meredith who's involved.
The Templar Thrask, the Templar Karen, the Mage Grace, the Mage Elaine. I do not know the others.
Thrask? He was a good man. That he would be influenced by blood magic is unfortunate. Still, without proof of Orsino's direct involvement, the Grand Cleric will never believe as I do.
Because Her Grace cares for peace, not your mad theories.
It seems I will have to search harder. Orsino cannot evade me forever. Thank you, Champion. You have done a fine service for your city.
And Amelia just looks at Sebastian and just mouths, "Shut the fuck up! Don't speak to her like that." This is just... This is such a mess. Because, on one hand, Amelia does agree with Meredith that, like, if I didn't find anything, clearly Orsino hid his tracks well. He has to be involved. However, oddly enough, the comment that Amelia disagreed with was about, Thrask was influenced by blood magic. Because Amelia saw no evidence of that. And she would hope that a Templar would be, especially a Templar of, Thrask's level. He had been a Templar for many years. He was highly experienced. She would hope that someone like Thrask wouldn't be susceptible to blood magic. And he seemed to be, fully cognizant. He was of his own mind. He didn't seem like he'd fallen to blood magic. He didn't seem like he was being influenced. He seemed genuinely like he wanted to oust Meredith, like he was a really shitty Templar, in Amelia's opinion. In my opinion, very good Templar. Thrask was a top bloke, but this is Amelia talking. Yeah. Oddly enough, that's where Amelia disagrees with Meredith. She's kind of like, I don't think he was influenced by blood magic. I don't think he was. However, at the end of the day, Meredith is the Knight Commander. She knows blood magic far better than Amelia does. Amelia would say, if that's what you believe, then you must be correct. But I didn't see that. I think Amelia, she is walking away. Also, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say, just in case?
Meredith has no need of your services here, Champion.
Okay, fair dues. Amelia is walking away from the gallows, feeling a little bit uncertain, a little bit conflicted, but I think mostly relieved. That Anders is safe, that her life can continue as it does. Now, very quickly, I want to sort out my inventory, because here's the thing, that was the last quest. That was the last quest, so we are gonna be moving on to the premium content in this episode, and I wasn't necessarily expecting that. Oh god, I've got all of this to deal with. Flipping heck. And I should probably deal with these. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna head to Meryl's house, because that is the best place I've found to sort out my inventory. And I'm just gonna very quickly do a wee bit of party management, okay? So I will see you in a minute. And I'm back. Everyone has been upgraded. Nothing really substantial, just, you know, little things here and there. Now then, Anders and Isabella do have levels, so let's get to that. You want... It was 2 willpower and 1 constitution for you. Let me set my timer going again. There we are. And you can have that. And you want... Ooh... I think she only needed 41 dex for that other dagger I wanted to give her. I think. Have that. There we go. Now let's see. Isabella. Oh, it wasn't. It was 42. Oh, well, on her next level, she'll be able to get it. There we go. Now then, it turns out we won't be jumping straight into the premium content. We do have one more gift to give. I completely forgot about that. Let's sell off our stuff first. I really wasn't expecting to get to the premium content today.
So, Donick was in the Rose. He was not. Easy, big girl. He wasn't shopping for himself. You're lucky to have a man who wants to please you. But maybe you could indulge him more. Are there areas of intimacy you haven't explored?
Why? Why do you give me these doubts?
Aveline, if you shove your thumb up his arse, I win.
Just... no.
And Amelia's just looking at Anders like, is that something you? What? Oh, from the just no, I'll take that as a negative. Okay. I love Isabella and Aveline's banter. Oh, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that in Inquisition. Oh. We still have a couple of hours left in Dragon Age 2. We still have a few hours left. It's not all doom and gloom. Okay, now. Let's sell off. We can get rid of these. I still want to keep Glandivalis just to see. I don't know if I'll get Aveline up to 41 strength, but just in case I can, I'm going to keep that. These can all go. Goodbye. And there we go. Lovely jubbly. Now then, the gift we picked up is for dear old Fenris up in Hightown. We'll go give him the Blade of Mercy. And then after that, it's premium content time. I knew there wasn't much left of this game. Like, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I've still got another 5 hours to go.
How's marriage been treating you, big girl?
It's been good. No, great. I'd forgotten what it was like to.
Be flipped arse over tits and hammered like a bent nail?
To be loved.
Oh, right, of course.
Not that I'm complaining about the other thing.
Hey, get in there, Aveline. Get it, girl, get it.
Good day.
What? A good day to you too. I know that was directed at Aveline, but I'm gonna answer for her. Shit, what was I saying? Isabella is so distracting in the best possible way. Yeah, I knew I didn't have, like, much left before I'd get to the premium content. I just wasn't expecting to start it today.
Shell buttons, was it?
Oh, okay, good for you, madam. You do you. And that does leave us with the question of which premium content do I want to do first? I think I know. I think I know. Now then, hello, Fenris.
Take a look at this.
A Blade of Mercy. I remember these. You see them in the Imperium. Replicas of the sword Archon Hessarian used to kill Andraste. This one looks finely crafted.
So it's just a souvenir, then?
So they sell these things at every market stand in Minrathous?
Hardly. Here, let me show you. These are gifts of honor, given to those who have performed a service for the Imperium. Denarius coveted them, as I recall.
Do you want to tell me about it?
You don't talk about the Imperium much.
It's not a place I remember fondly.
Doesn't the Chantry forbid mages to rule over men?
Ah, yes. Magic is meant to serve man, and not rule over him. In the Imperium, they say that means magic should serve the greater good, which they claim the Magisters do. Do not believe it.
And why is that?
What do the Magisters do that's so bad?
What you call the Circle of Magi rules the Imperium. They control the Chantry as well as the Templars. They claim the Magisters are governed by holy law, but they are the law. They do as they please. All of them.
And they're all blood mages? Amelia is nodding as she says this. She's like, yeah, I already believe this. You're preaching to the choir. Please tell me about how awful Tevinter is.
So they all use forbidden magic?
The more powerful the mage, the higher he rises in the Senate. He makes the laws, he determines what is acceptable. Everyone who wishes to compete must do the same, or be crushed. Perhaps it wasn't always this way, but it is now.
Again, Fenris is preaching to the choir here. I've said this before, Fenris's experience in Tevinter, it's not universal, but he kind of treats it as though it is. And that, it perfectly plays into every belief Amelia has about Tevinter. You know, all Magisters are blood mages and dickheads, and they're all slave owners, and they're all at war with the Kunari, and she doesn't know which side she wants to win, because on one hand, you know, the Kunari crushing Tevinter would be really funny, but at the same time, the Kunari are heretics, and we don't want them to get too powerful, so it's, a bit dodgy there.
The slave trade is still in operation in the Imperium.
It varies from one Archon to the next. One outlawed it many years ago. He was quickly assassinated. Tevinter would crumble without slaves. The Imperium's elite know no other way.
Seems like a slave rebellion would end that.
There are rebellions all the time, actually. Most of them end poorly. The Senate always unites when faced with sedition. One day, things will change. Then the Magisters will see just how fragile their hold is.
Hey, if you want to go and lead a slave rebellion in Tevinter, just say the word. Amelia would be down for that crusade. She'd have to bring Anders with her, and he might not be too happy, but like, you know, if Anders was willing to go, Amelia would be there like, pack your bags, honey, we're gonna go lead a crusade.
I heard that the Imperium has been at war with the Kunari for decades.
Ever since the Kunari landed on the island of Saharan, yes. 80 years ago? Perhaps more. The Archon demanded aid from the rest of Thedas. It didn't get him far.
It really didn't.
They've been at war a long time.
The Kunari only ever wanted Saharan, which they have. The Imperium has made numerous attempts to retake the island, without real success. I believe the Kunari are saving their strength, building a massive fleet. When they wish true war, we will know.
You seriously think they'll win, then?
Are the Kunari that strong?
They once fought all the lands of Thedas to a standstill. If they wanted to conquer the Imperium, they would. From what I saw on Saharan, they will not relent. They believe even more strongly than the Magisters that they are in the right.
And that is a terrifying thing. There is nothing scarier than someone who believes they are completely in the right, because they will fight to the end. The bitter, bitter end. Yeah, we've asked all this. Do you want to keep the sword? Like, if you want it, you can have it. We don't need it.
The blade is yours if you want it.
For me? Yes. I think I'd like that. I'll think of the irony as I wield it. Thank you, Hawk.
No worries, buddy. No worries at all.
We should move on.
Okay, fair dues. Let's see, did he equip that? It appears he did. I would like to see the stats. If you don't mind, Fenris. There you are. Let's have a look-see. The Empress's point is better. But he wanted it. Oh, no, I'm conflicted now. It looks pretty decent. It looks a whole lot less cartoonish. I'm not trying to go for the most OP build. You know what? If Fenris wants the Blade of Mercy, he can have it. You know, good for him. Alrighty then. Now, where do I go from here? I only have 8 minutes left on my timer, and I'm like, that seems like a weird place to start a DLC. I feel like I should wait until the next episode. I mean, we really don't have anything to do. I'm gonna go back to the Hawk Estate. Oh, God.
You've returned. There's a letter for you. Strange how the messages never come while you're home.
It is. It really is. It is so completely bizarre. A puppy, anything to say? Your Sparkback.
Well, woof to you too.
Ruff, ruff.
Such a good Bobby. Yes, he is. Yes, you are. Oh, I think I'm going to end this episode early. I'm going to see if Anders has anything to say.
Maybe there's still a way to change the circle from within.
There could be. There could be, love.
I hope all is well, mistress.
It's not. It's not all well. Things are ending and I don't like it.
That big tower in the lake is scary. He means the gallows, and I quite agree.
Indeed.
You'd almost never know you thought Orana was even here. So quiet. She smells like cinnamon buns.
Oh.
Even after all these years, she still refuses to go outside. Such a shame.
Well, that's concerning. That went from cute to concerning real quick. Oh, Orana. Amelia really hoped that Orana would kind of come out of her shell, but it seems she hasn't. My only hope is that Bodan will look after her when shit hits the fan and we can't do that. That Bodan will, you know, take her in and, you know, just find another family for her to go to, someone else that she can serve, because that does seem to be the only thing that she actively wants to do. Oh, sweetheart. Now then. Oh, memento of legacy. Memento of Mark of the Assassin. Which DLC are we gonna get started on first? Well, I'm afraid that will have to wait until the next episode. So, until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.